Part 2 to WrestleMania finish. Back to Goldberg, bringing Lesnar back into the ring as fans chant his name. Heyman's shocked. Goldberg calls for the jackhammer, but Lesnar goes for the F5. Goldberg counters and spears Lesnar. Lesnar is stunned. Goldberg grabs him for the jackhammer and nails it for a close 2 count. Heyman barks at Lesnar and tells him to wake up. Goldberg charged, but Lesnar jumps over him. Goldberg hits the turnbuckle. Lesnar with a German. Lesnar with another German. Lesnar with German number 6. Lesnar with 2 more Germans. So you know this is a squash match. 8 or 9 minutes. Well, I think it actually lasted about 14 minutes. Lesnar stalks Goldberg, hit another German suplex. Lesnar hits German number 10. So tall. Lesnar goes for, scoops Goldberg for the F5 and nailed it. Lesnar recovers for the win and the title. After the match, Lesnar is handed the title. Heyman enters the ring. Lesnar raises the title to a pop. We get replays and come back to the Beast celebrating with the title. Lesnar leaves with the title as we go to a break for the pay-per-view. 6-pack challenge for the SmackDown Women's title. Naomi versus Carmella versus Natalya versus Becky Lynch versus Mickie James versus Alexa Bliss. And this match was moved from the pre-show to the main show. And the Intercontinental match was moved to the pre-show. We'll go to the ring. Out comes SmackDown Champion Women's Champ, Alexa Bliss. Mickie James is out next. Becky Lynch made her way out with Pyro. Carmella's out next with James Ellsworth. Natalya was out next. Naomi comes out next, and she's glowing from her hometown. The bell rings, and it's every woman for herself. Becky with an early exploder on Carmella. Natalya and Bliss team up on Naomi on the floor. Becky and Mickie go at it. Becky dropped Carmella. Becky goes up top, but Ellsworth grabs her leg. Carmella took advantage of the distraction and gets a 2 count. Bliss and Carmella have words. Bliss gets the best of her and yells to get out of her ring. Natalya comes in, but Bliss hits her with a DDT for a close 2 count as Mickie broke it up. Bliss talked trash to Natalya. Becky comes in and unloaded on Natalya. Bliss and Carmella. Becky keeps on and hits an exploder on Carmella. Ellsworth comes in for no chin music, but Becky nailed the exploder on him. Mickie comes off the top with a senton on Becky for a 2 count as Bliss breaks the pin. Bliss sends Mickie to the floor. Bliss runs from Natalya. Naomi goes at it with Becky and Natalya now. They appear to botch a 3-way move. Natalya ends up getting a double sharpshooter applied to Naomi and Carmella. Mickie breaks up that with a kick and covers Natalya for a 2 count. Becky broke up that. Mickie nailed her with a big DDT on Becky for a close 2 count as Carmella broke that up. Carmella dropped Mickie, but Bliss breaks up the pinfall. Bliss and Naomi go at it, but Naomi hits the rear view to a pop. Naomi leaps out onto everyone else and takes them out in front of the announcers. Naomi brings Bliss back into the ring and springboards at her, but Bliss knocks her down with a big boot. Naomi counters and applies a submission for the win. Winner and become back 2-time champ, Naomi. Which was one of my predictions. After the match, Naomi celebrated with a replays. My other pick would have been Mickie James, by the way. WrestleMania host New Day come out to the Citrus Bowl record and say that 75,245 fans were in attendance. They thank the WWE Universe as the WrestleMania theme song played. We get a video package for tonight's main event. Hall of Famer Jim Ross is introduced by a guest commentator for this match. He joins JR. I announced that on Access in the past week's SmackDown videos. Coleshaw mentions it's a rough few weeks for Ross, but he wants Ross to have a seat and enjoy what he does. Ross says he's ready to raise some hell and have some fun. No holds barred match. Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. We go to the ring. Out comes Roman Reigns. He punches the ground and makes the stadium light up with fireworks. JoJo reveals that this is now a no holds barred match. Reigns makes his way to the ring. Reigns waits until the gong finally hits, and out comes Undertaker with his grand WrestleMania entrance. Bell rings and they start going at it. Taker sends Reigns out of the ring early on. Reigns comes back in, but Taker dominates him. Taker sends Reigns back out and claims that this is his yard. Yells at him. Reigns comes back in and unloads on Taker. As you know, the crowd is heavily booing Taker. Reigns sends Taker over the top, but lands on his feet. Taker lures Reigns out to the floor and headbutts him. Taker launches Reigns into the steel steps. A Roman sucks chant starts out from the crowd. They end up back in the ring, and Reigns is in control. Reigns shows no mercy and connects with a solid kick. They go back to the floor, and Taker works Reigns around. Taker with another headbutt. Taker scoots Reigns' butt. Reigns counters and rams him into the ring post. Reigns nails a drive-by. They come back in the ring and trade shots in the middle of the ring. Reigns kicks Taker, but he stands straight up and stares back at him. Taker fires back, and Taker fires back and shoves Reigns into the corner again. Reigns with his running splash in the corner. Taker scoops Reigns and drops him with snake eyes. With a top turnbuckle. Taker with a big boot and then a leg drop for a 2 count. Reigns goes for another drive-by, but Taker knocks him out of the air. Taker takes apart the announce table. We can hear Reigns tell Taker to slam his head into the table. Taker does. Taker with another headbutt. Reigns comes back in with a drive-by on the announce table. Yeah, they're talking. They're telling each other what to do. Reigns charges, but Taker catches him with a chokeslam on top of the announce table. Taker takes apart the Spanish announce table. Taker stands on top of the table, cuts his own throat. Reigns fire axe first and spears Taker on top of the announce table, sending him through it. Reigns and Taker are both down on the debris now. Referees check on Taker as Reigns in his ring, standing tall to boos. Taker sits straight up, only like he can. He comes back in the ring, but Reigns beats him down. Reigns talks some trash and keeps on, but Taker catches him in the last ride for a 2 count. Taker brings a steel chair in, but Reigns blocks it. Taker floors him with a boot. Taker with a chair shot to the spine. Reigns with 2 more chair shots to the back. Taker calls for a chokeslam, but Reigns rolls to the floor. They come back in, and Reigns nails a Superman punch to stagger Taker. Reigns with another Superman punch, but the ropes hold Taker up. Taker counters and chokeslams on top of the steel chair for a 2 count. Taker goes on and hits the tombstone for a close 2 count. They tangle, and Reigns has trouble getting Taker up. Hits the Superman punch instead, but Taker kicks out at 2. Reigns can't believe it. He goes on to hit a spear. Reigns goes for the pin, but Taker counters and applies Hell's Gate submission. The hold is broken, but both men are struggling to get up. Taker crawls for a chair, but Reigns puts his foot on it. Reigns grabs a chair and unloads on the dead man with it. Taker tries to pull himself up as the fans chant his name. Reigns watches from the floor. Reigns nails a spear as soon as Taker gets up. Reigns covers for a 2 count. Taker is slow to get up as Reigns watches it again. Taker shakes as he tries to pull himself up. Reigns nails another spear and covers for the pin, but somehow Taker does kick out. Reigns can't believe it. Reigns waits to get Taker up again. He nails another Superman punch and takes the Taker down one more time. At the very last time that Taker got up, he told Reigns, "I can't do it anymore." I read his lips, and that was a sign for the end of the match. So he had to figure out something to do. Well, after he nailed another Superman punch, as they took Taker down one more time, Reigns watched from the corner and shook his head. Taker sits right up and collapsed. Taker slowly got up. Reigns mushed Taker's head. As the fans boo, Taker talked some trash as he smuggled to get up. Like I said, right there is where he told him what to do. Reigns ran the ropes and what looks like a spear, but Taker isn't in the right position. Reigns stops and connects with the right hand instead. Reigns run the rope twice for momentum and nails a big spear for the win. After the match, Reigns stood tall while Taker is laid out on his back in the middle of the ring. Reigns makes his exit from the ring and heads up the ramp. Reigns turns around and looks at the ring. He poses with an arm in the air, very similar to Taker style, with his fist up in the air. As fireworks go off in the background, more fireworks go off around the Citrus Bowl as Reigns stares back at the ring. Reigns turns around and marches up the ramp to what sounded like a mixed reaction. His music stops and we see Taker still down in the ring. Fans start chanting, "Thank you, Taker." And Taker starts to move and then sits up in the middle of the ring. We go to replays as he struggles to get up. We come back and lights are out as Taker stands tall in the ring with his hat and coat on. Taker's music hit and he looks around the crowd. Fans pop and applaud the dead man while he takes it all in. Taker removes his gloves and wrist tape, leaving them in the middle of the ring. Taker removes his coat and cap for another pop. Taker places both gear in the middle of the ring as lightning strikes and the fire rages on the stage. Taker exits the ring while a spotlight is on his gear. Taker stops at Michelle McCool and his family at ringside before making the long walk up the ramp. And the "Thank you, Taker" chant continue. Taker stopped on the ramp and turned around to look at the ring. He turned back around and raised his fist as the lightning strikes again. Apparently, the lightning struck his gear in the ring. The gong hits and the stadium goes black. WrestleMania 33 goes off the air at that point. And that concludes my WrestleMania results. Thanks again. Peace out. See you one on the video. If you don't know, just come here, brothers and sisters.